Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the daily general collective message for April the 27th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out today or over the next several days. This reading may or may not be for you, so please only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. I've been having some throat chakra issues. My throat is already feeling a little bit scratchy today, so bear with me, guys. This is take two. I actually lost my voice and got a huge tickle in my throat, and I had to kind of start over. So there might be a do-over in the energies. I'm not entirely sure. Second chance. But let's talk about some of these astrology aspects before jumping in with the cards. We've got a lot of Piscean energies going on in the astrology. The moon is still in Pisces. We have Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Neptune all in Pisces. This very powerful Piscean stellium. So the energy might be a little bit confusing to be working with. But we have Mercury sextile Jupiter today. We also have Venus conjunct Neptune. And then a conjunction with the moon and Venus, the moon and Neptune, and the moon and Jupiter. So big energies coming through. And then the moon is also going to form a sextile with Mercury and a sextile with Pluto before shifting into Aries later today. So a lot of emotions, a lot of deep emotions awakening, and I feel a lot of emotional purging when it comes to some past energy. With Mercury sextile Jupiter, it's favoring all of us thinking about planning our future. So what do you want for your future? Because the energy is bringing forward this very expansive outlook, and the energy is asking you to make that decision, to clearly visualize your path forward and to take that first step. So positive thinking is what I feel with this transit in the energies today. And that's another good reason why looking ahead is better than looking back, okay? We're not going back to the past. We're looking ahead. We're stepping into fresh new energies. So Mercury always signifies good communication, especially with Mercury in Taurus. Mercury in Taurus is all about throat, activating the throat chakra. I do feel there's this massive global throat chakra activation taking place at the moment. So we're all encouraged to openly express ourselves, to authentically find our self-expression if we want to have that rich social life, that rich romantic relationship in our lives. So making friends and manifesting a new relationship might come very easily in the energies today. It's the perfect time to have that conversation, to negotiate, to maybe sign a new business contract or to sign a new soul contract. And the energy is bringing forward this very powerful concentration when it comes to perhaps digging into some esoteric study, a higher level of education when it comes to your spirituality. And with Venus conjunct Neptune, there's huge potential for new romance to begin today. A deep, compassionate spiritual bond with the nether when it comes to relationships. So this aspect can also bring forward a massive amount of disappointment, especially if you've not been accepting the harsh reality of a negative relationship that is over, that you've been clinging to. So you might want to get grounded in the energies today. You might find it difficult to get a little bit motivated if you have a tendency to kind of laze around and just daydream. Yes, that's great for manifesting, but you can't just lay around and not do any work to bring that manifestation into your life. So you might want to indulge in some creativity today. Turn on your favorite music and just flow. You may find yourself being drawn to something today, and you're being asked to stay away from any negative karmic situations that have created harsh and aggressive energies in your life. Compassion is at an all-time high, I feel, in the energies. And if you are seeking fulfillment, this is the perfect opportunity to dig a little bit deeper and to figure out what your service-based work is when it comes to this collective great awakening. So with the moon energy, the moon conjunct Venus is asking us all to find peace and harmony in our lives. Many of us are deeply emotional beings, deeply empathic beings, and we care and love for the entire human collective. So you might want to just take a step back in the energies It is a very highly sensitively charged energy today, and it is all about love is kind of what I feel. So you might also be more sensitive to any negative energies, which could easily upset you. So you might want to be aware of any emotional reactions that are coming up when it comes to triggers today in the energies. So it's all about attracting love and beauty under this influence in your life. So it is a great time to socialize, without a doubt. You're likely going to feel more at ease and comfortable getting out there again and socializing. And this is the perfect opportunity to, bring in that new love offer, to call in that new love relationship, especially as we're getting so close to this lunar eclipse energy, or solar eclipse, pardon me. With the moon conjunct Neptune, this is going to increase all of these heightened awareness, all of these heightened emotional sensitive energies, which can also create a level of confusion. So you want to be aware of that, because you might be coming back online when it comes to a telepathic connection where you can sense the thoughts and feelings of others. But if you've not tapped into this type of higher energies before, it can make you feel very uneasy or quite possibly even sick when it comes to any ascension symptoms. So, and you might find yourself picking up on the wrong signals, and this could lead to all kinds of self-delusions if you're vulnerable to deception and scandals in the energies. So you don't want to have this fantasy or illusion in your life that creates all kinds of suspicion, because then you can quickly spiral into states of paranoia, especially if you've got some underlying guilt on your heart and you've been playing into any self-destructive habits such as drug addictions or overindulgences with alcohol. So this transit today is like a double-edged sword. Got to take the good with the bad and everything in between. So with some conscious self-awareness, I think you'll be able to filter out any static, any background noise, and use your emotional sensitivity for the good, for the betterment. And it's likely you're coming into some psychic impressions, maybe, some off-the-chart psychic impressions, and empathy and compassion is encouraged, especially if somebody's not being genuine with you. I really feel genuinity, authenticity is going to be of great assistance. You might find yourself the victim in a negative situation today. You might find yourself feeling victimized or outcast, and maybe somebody is going to need some emotional comfort from you or vice versa. But this energy is offering a deep-seated healing quality today. And with the moon conjunct Jupiter, you might want to share this good vibes and this good energy with other people around you, because it is a really good time for socializing. But I'm not going to say partying, because partying will bring that energy of optimism right down to the bottom. So if you're aligned, if you're feeling good, if you're flowing through these energies, I think get ready to receive some good fortunes, windfalls, inheritance, because we're here to be those generous trailblazers for the future. So anything you start now with that transit is likely going to bring a lot of good fortune, a lot of growth, and a lot of happiness. It's the perfect time to embrace a new intimate relationship and to make those important financial decisions when it comes to the quality of life that you want to manifest for your future. And then we do have the moon sextile Pluto, and sextile Mercury. So Mercury is all about communication. Maybe it's time to have that formal discussion that you've put off for far too long. I think get ready for a lot of gossip and chit chat behind the scenes as well. This really is a good time to talk about any family and relationship problems. And it really is a good time to just lay it all out on the table, lay all the cards out on the table, and share your honest feelings with somebody. Maybe you need a shoulder to cry on today, or maybe somebody's going to need your shoulder to cry on. But relationship counsel is likely going to be sought out in the energies in some form or another. And you're really going to want to embrace your own intuitive understanding of whatever situation is coming up to be addressed. So it's about interaction, it's about communication, and it's about doing the work when it comes to returning to a state of balance in your life, mind, body, and soul. So although it's not really an intellectual influence, it is a good time to sit down and talk about any past memories that have been stuck below the surface. If you're feeling nostalgic, if you're feeling sentimental, if you find yourself looking back at the past, all of these past memories Maybe it's time to make that phone call and to reach out and have that conversation. Maybe it's time to bring that valuable truth to the surface when it comes to unifying the energies. So that's kind of the influence: unification, cooperation, encouragement. And the more you share your feelings, the more easily it will be to get through this emotional awakening, is what I'm feeling. An emotional awakening, a heart chakra activation, a higher heart chakra activation. So I feel the energy is like redirecting us all today. If you've been feeling withdrawn, maybe it's time to get out there again. If you've been in a situation where it's been cold and you've been feeling unloved, or that somebody's really not that interested in you, then maybe it's time to make that important decision and to only make choices for your emotional well-being. We can never, ever be dependent upon others for self-worth, self-value, stability. So I think we're all kind of being asked to move towards a deep intellectual and spiritual understanding of what love truly means, rather than just seeking that sheer passion and that sheer intensity, which is often associated with Pluto, death, transformation, rebirth, secret, sex. We're done building these relationships out of these lower chakra pathways. We want that highly intellectual, spiritual, heart-centered connection. So you might want to take a step back and be the observer right now, because the energy is saying we're being asked to come into a sense of balance, to release any jealous, possessive tendencies, and to renew our life from the inside out, and to transform any restrictions when it comes to negative emotional patterns and replace them with our authentic self-expression. So be the observer, look around and watch people around you. What are their true motivations? Is that really their true personality? And maybe your perception might shift to a new outlook today in the energies, because we're expanding. We are awakening to all of these higher dimensions, all of these higher realities and perceptions. And this will require dissolving all of these limiting fixed attitudes, these limiting fixed belief patterns, and these limiting karmic soul contracts. So get ready to be accountable today, to take responsibility for your life, and to reform everything around you if you want to improve the quality of your life, if you've been feeling stuck, okay? It's all about service energy, stepping into service, attracting all of our soul families into our lives. And that does take clear communication, moderation. Mediating energy is coming through when it comes to choosing a lifestyle where you can remain in harmony every single day. Okay, so a redirection in your life, a redirection in your morals, your principles, your values, and how energy follows your thought process is kind of what I'm feeling. So get ready to be redirected when it comes to achieving your purpose or understanding your purpose, and deepening your faith when it comes to these higher energies, because you might just find the confidence you need to follow your own path and go your own way today. So let's jump in with some cards, guys, and I'm going to start off with the Illumination Oracle deck. I just saw intimacy. That is, what is true intimacy? True intimacy is that deep emotional connection, that ability to be authentically yourself, without any masks, without any filters, just to be genuinely you. So there's a marriage in focus today. We just got the marriage card, and my throat's about to act up again. So I'm going to get a little drink there, guys, because that's what happened the last time right about here. My throat started to get irritated. So somebody's being drawn to a higher level of commitment is what I'm feeling. We just got the marriage with the drawn to you card. So you're definitely calling in something here. Somebody's being drawn to you when it comes to a committed partnership. So let's see what else needs to come through. You're on the right path. Ooh, you left quite an impression. Somebody's never been able to release you. So I think get ready maybe for a blast from the past. Somebody is deeply drawn to you, maybe wanting to come in with a committed partnership, an offer, a marriage proposal. That's not going to be for everybody. But I think you're well on your way, climbing the ladder to success. Somebody here is very successful, on the right path, doing well. And I think somebody is like, oh my God, I want to come back and see this person. You left an impression on somebody. You've left footprints on somebody's heart, and they've never, ever been able to release you. So there's an attachment here. It doesn't have to be a karmic attachment. This is actually feeling very positive. And there is somebody learning a valuable lesson, maybe about addictive energies. Somebody here, I feel, is on the right path, high vibration, doing very well, very successful, has a lot of blessings coming forward. And there's somebody else learning a valuable lesson about authenticity, I feel. Somebody's been wearing a mask, playing into addictive, abusive substances of some kind. You know, addictions can be food addictions, sex addictions, alcohol, drugs. Anything in extremes can be a codependent addiction. So somebody's learning a valuable karmic lesson when it comes to commit a partnership, when it comes to intimacy within relationships. And somebody is drawn to this higher level of commitment, and blessings are coming without a doubt. So let's dig a little bit deeper into these energies, guys. We'll see what else needs to come through. So if you left quite an impression on them, maybe they left quite the impression on you too. Maybe you had to go your separate ways. Maybe you had to learn some lessons separate before coming back together. But this is the journey towards fulfillment. This is the journey towards committed reciprocal partnerships. Divine unions is what's coming through. Sacred marriages. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck today. Purge and cleanse. Intuition. Self-development. I love it. Beautiful. Get ready for a breakthrough. I can't talk today. Somebody's got some issues with their throat chakra for sure. So there's going to be a breakthrough of some sort when it comes to whoever's dealing with some substance abuses. And there's going to be a major purge and cleanse. And that's the energy I've kind of been feeling with the moon in Pisces, is this deep emotional purge. Negative energies, negative people, negative behaviors, any negative circumstances kind of all got to be purged. If you want this higher level of commitment, you're going to have to get rid of everything that's a block to manifesting that. So, and somebody's not been listening to their intuition. That's for sure. Somebody's been ignoring that gut feeling, and it's all about feeling into your intuition and trusting those intuitive hits, because your higher self always knows what's best for you. So get ready to recognize what needs to change in your life, and where you've neglected nurturing yourself, where you've neglected self-development and growth, because we never ever stop growing. We never ever stop learning. It doesn't matter how far along you get on the journey. There's always another layer to be revealed. There's always another lesson to be learned. So get ready for a breakthrough. Somebody here needs a breakthrough. Somebody here needs a miracle is kind of what I'm feeling. So transforming a negative situation. There's somebody that is on the right path, and they have definitely been working hard and persevering through life's challenges. And I think somebody is being drawn back to this person. And somebody here is without a doubt coming into all kinds of blessings, all kinds of blessings. So let's jump in. We're going to get a couple more oracle decks. We're going to use the Quantum Oracle. We're going to get a few more cards before jumping in with the tarot today. Optimism, creative endeavor, a blank slate, blank canvas. So a clean slate, a brand new beginning is coming through. You know, that footprints in the sand is what I'm being shown. And you know, when we come into this awakening, we walk with God, we walk with Jesus, and we don't always see our spirit guides walking with us. Look at, there's their spirit guides. But that is the journey towards true love, is trusting that you're never alone, building that solid foundation for your life, you know, mastering your own energy, mastering your self-reflection. And hey, can you look in the mirror and say, I really love myself? And if you can't do that, then what inside of you is lacking? What can you do to figure out what wound inside of you is not allowing you to see the beautiful person standing in front of you in that mirror? Because there's a lot of spiritual guidance. You're likely working with the Ascended Masters. I encourage you to connect with them in meditation. My favorite archangel to work with is Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron. And I shouldn't pick favorites, but those are the two that I work with the most in meditation. So Somebody is being guided towards their high priestess, their spiritual journey, to break down all of these false beliefs and to really, truly love themselves. And when you commit to yourself, that's when the signing of this new spiritual committed partnership will come in. There's definitely a commitment here. Get ready for an event of some sort, because I think somebody's been planning to take some action towards you for quite some time. And this is going to lead to a whole lot of increased abundance in all areas of your life. So there is a marriage here. There is a commitment here. And the signing of a new soul contract. So let's see what else. And we got the loving woman taking steps towards happy success. I love it. Yeah, get ready to meet some new supportive connections today. We're calling in our soul family, guys, and we're breaking free from everybody that has prevented us from stepping into this healing light, from stepping into this increased abundance, and we are winding down the ending of these karmic cycles. Get ready to ascend some limitations today. Get ready to tap into the vastness of these higher frequencies, because there's going to be a major shift in consciousness, and there's going to be a revelation when it comes to somebody that's been deceiving you, keeping you under the veil of illusion. And that's that gossip energy I talked about. So get ready for a major increase, because we are stepping into these new higher cycles, these new supportive connections. And I think somebody is getting ready to take steps towards this loving woman. And she's not looking at that person taking steps towards her. So we got a loving woman here who has a lot of love to give, who I think has embraced true love of self, which is in turn encouraging somebody to take some action steps towards bringing forward those clear intentions. So I think somebody's thinking about marriage. I'm feeling like the Cinderella story. So somebody's been looking for their perfect match, and I think they see clearly this loving woman is the one for them. And somebody is getting ready to take steps towards her because they are being magnetically drawn to her. And they know this is where their happy success is going to lie. So a major expansion in consciousness is kind of what I'm feeling after a huge purge and cleanse of some low vibration people, places, and things. So let's jump in with some tarot. And we'll see what else needs to come through in the energies today. But you're on the right path. You are on the right path. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. No matter how challenging the energies are today, trust that you are on the right path. On the path to healing, on the path to wishes. This is what you prayed for. This is what you wished for. And we are really ascending the age of Pisces right now, stepping fully into the age of Aquarius, which is all about humanitarian missions. It's all about authenticity, accountability, and integrity. So get ready for something to be healed is kind of what I'm feeling. There's going to be a breakdown of a false foundation right shortly. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, lovers. Yeah, I think somebody is getting ready to make an unexpected choice in love. When the lovers comes out, it's always a choice between two, exchanging something lesser for something better. This is a connection where the both of you will be authentically real with one another. You'll be able to be your real self without any masks, without any illusions, without any preconceived notions. So get ready for a deep spiritual healing connection to come forward, because there is a brand new beginning here. A brand new abundant beginning. This could be a windfall. This could be an inheritance. This could be a gifty from the universe for closing out all of these past cycles. But somebody's been blocking this brand new beginning. What do you got to remove for obstacles out of your way to step through the doorway of this new experience? Maybe you've had the rose-colored glasses on. Maybe you've had the blinders on. And I think it's time to look at this situation at face value, because she's not blocking her heart, but somebody isn't wanting to accept the truth of a negative situation. It's definitely crossroads time. There's a need for balance and harmony, and there's a need to take aggressive action moving forward. Or you might let this opportunity pass you by, and you don't want to miss out on this big, big pentacle, because it's going to lead to a lot of abundance. It's going to lead to something that you can take to the bank. And it just heard Superman. So maybe somebody wants to come in and save the day. I'm not sure, but there's a masculine energy coming through. King of Cups could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Cancer, with the Chariot and the Six of Swords that is getting ready to go in a new direction. Somebody is packing up and leaving homes, relocating, because it is about love. It is about taking back control of your life and finding the willpower and the determination to communicate clearly what is meant for you and what is not meant for you. Wishes, Aquarius energy coming through again. Somebody's been wearing a mask and somebody can see clearly now is what I feel. There's a decision being made from the heart. And there is going to be a breakdown of a false foundation, without a doubt. This is going to come in very fast. This is aggressive Mars energy. This is brute universal force, because this can't stay. It was built on false pretenses from the start. So you kind of got to break it down to ground zero and build somewhere new. And I think this is going to lead to a lot of abundance within a community structure of some sort. You're going to work well together with this person in a new foundation, or maybe somebody's leaving somebody behind. This Queen of Wands, maybe, I'm just saying. But there's going to be this new creative spark when it comes to taking grounded action moving forward. Mars energy, really wanting to do the work, the heart-centered work, working together. So maybe a new business deal. This very well could be the signing of a new soul contract that will lead to a business partnership of some sort as well. So what's hidden below the surface is somebody really has spent a lot of time watering a dead tree in a foundation where there's not been loyalty, there's not been truth, there's not been accountability, likely built on those lower urged energies. Maybe there was a lot of passion at first, but I don't think it was built in love. I think it was meant to be a karmic lesson. And I think with Mercury and Taurus, this is a breakdown of a false foundation in order for something to completely die away once and for all. There is an ending here, a transformation in order to step into something new, because I feel this King of Cups deeply regrets going towards this lustful temptress, and the Queen of Wands can be very, very lustful, very tempting. But I think it was a dark energy. I think it was a karmic soul contract in order to get somebody to tap into their shadow self, to transform and shed all of these layers. And let's face it, guys, a snake is still a snake after it sheds its skin. So don't let the snake in the grass fool you when it's kind of time to plant those seeds in another direction. It's stuck, it's stagnant, there's no growth. And it's time to go in a new direction. You've spent a lot of time in this contract grieving over missing out on a connection that has never ever left you. So who's left that impression on your heart? Because maybe it's time to have that conversation about third-party interference if you want that deep spiritual love that is kind of being illuminated. I think somebody here is grieving the loss of somebody from the past that they released for a temptress. And now they want to go back and have victory and success. But it's going to require sending that message, having that conversation, and getting the ball rolling, especially if there's been no communication. So get ready to expand in the heart space in the energies today. There is going to be a breakthrough. There is big, big changes. And it's kind of time to shed the old to bring in the new. Let's get a couple last messages from Spirit. Scorpionic energy, Leo. So, could be dealing with any of those signs. It doesn't have to be. We all can possess these energies at any point in time in our lives, no matter what's in your natal chart. So I wouldn't focus too much on the signs, but I do think this has been a highly charged emotional connection, and it's kind of time to step towards healing. There's definitely a connection, alchemizing in the higher realities when it comes to wish fulfillment. So let's see what other messages Spirit has. So, okay, everything happens for a reason, guys. We don't always know the reason at the time, but I think get ready for something to come full circle when it comes to understanding the whys. Somebody's been in a partnership and there's been no compromise, and partnership always requires compromise. And it also requires an open mind and a loving heart. So somebody went towards a connection built on passion. There was no mental, intellectual connection there. There was no love in that connection. And sometimes we can so easily confuse these karmic contracts for love because there's such a magnetic pull. But I feel somebody's getting ready to speak up and be heard once and for all. And there's without a doubt a necessary transition happening in your life at this time. You kind of gotta allow it to occur, because everything happens for a reason. And this really is about healing the past so we can fully ground and enjoy the present moment, and we can fully embrace the future in these higher timelines. So whatever you've been through will without a doubt only make you stronger. So trust that the worst is over, and it's time to seek out that loving family support. And if you don't have that where you're at, then it's time to note what you've been experiencing and to get that plan in action when it comes to bringing what it is that you want in your life forward. And that's kind of what I've got for a message today, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.